Hello, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Mark, your host.
And I'm Jessica. We're so happy you're here with us today.
In this episode, we're going to talk about something powerful: how to boost your English every single morning.
That's right. You know, mornings are special. It's when your brain is fresh, your energy is new, and you can set the tone for the whole day.
Exactly. And if you start your day with even just 10 or 15 minutes of English practice, you'll see your skills grow faster and you'll feel more confident.
In today's episode, we'll share why mornings are such a great time to learn, step-by-step routines you can try, and even a little role play to show you how it works.
And of course, we'll end with a fun challenge for you so you can put this into practice tomorrow morning.
So grab your coffee, your tea, or even just your notebook, and let's dive in to boost your English every morning.
So Jessica, let's start with the big question. Why mornings? Why do we say mornings are so powerful for learning English?
Well, mornings are when your brain is like a fresh notebook, clean, clear, and ready to write new things. After a good night's sleep, your memory works better, and you can focus more easily.
That's such a good point. You know, I once tried learning Spanish late at night after a long workday. I was so tired, I couldn't even remember simple words. But the next morning, boom, I remembered them instantly.
Exactly. Your brain does a lot of cleaning and organizing while you sleep. So when you wake up, it's almost like your brain has extra storage space ready for new information.
And it's not just memory. Mornings also give you emotional energy. If you start your day with English, even just 10 minutes, you feel proud and productive. It's like saying to yourself, I've already improved today.
Yes, and that small win in the morning gives you momentum. For example, if I listen to an English podcast while making breakfast, I feel more motivated to speak or read in English later in the day.
Some people think they need hours of study, but honestly, just short, focused practice in the morning can be more effective than a tired 1-hour study session at night.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, mornings are usually quieter. Fewer distractions, fewer messages on your phone. It's your personal time.
So to sum it up, mornings give you a clear mind, better memory, positive energy, and fewer distractions. That's why they're such a secret weapon for language learners.
And don't worry, listeners, we're not saying you can't learn at night, but mornings are like a golden opportunity that many learners don't take advantage of.
Exactly. And after this episode, we hope you'll give it a try and see the difference. All right, Jessica, now that we've talked about why mornings are powerful, let's get into the how. What can our listeners actually do in the morning to boost their English?
Yes, we've broken it down into 4 simple steps. And the good news, you don't need hours. Just 10 to 20 minutes is enough if you stay consistent.
Exactly. So let's start with step 1, a quick listening warm-up.
This is my favorite. Right after you wake up while you're making coffee or brushing your teeth, just play something short in English. A podcast, a short news clip, or even a song.
The goal here isn't to understand every single word, but to gently wake up your ears to English. Like stretching your brain in the morning? H, a podcast, a short news clip, or even a song.
Think of it like brushing your teeth, but for your ears.
I like that. Okay, now step 2, speak out loud.
Yes, this one is powerful. After listening, spend a few minutes speaking. You can do self-talk, like describing what you're doing. I'm making breakfast. I'm pouring coffee.
Or you can practice shadowing. That means repeating what you hear from a podcast or video almost at the same time as the speaker. It's a great way to copy pronunciation and rhythm.
And don't worry if you make mistakes. No one's listening. It's just you and your English.
Exactly. Now, step 3, writing or journaling.
I love this one. Spend 2 or 3 minutes writing in English. For example, write about your plans for the day. Today I will study English. I will meet my friend. I feel excited.
It doesn't need to be long. Even 3 sentences is enough. Over time, you'll notice your writing becomes smoother, and your thoughts start flowing in English.
Yes, and it connects your brain, hand, and language skills all together. This is where you choose maybe 5 new words or phrases and review them quickly. You can use flashcards, an app, or just write them in a notebook.
The trick is not to just read them, but to use them. For example, if today's word is productive, you could say, I want to have a productive morning.
Exactly. Use the word in your self-talk, your writing, or even in a message to a friend. That way, the word becomes part of your active vocabulary.
So let's recap the 4 steps. Quick listening, warm-up. Speaking out loud. Writing or journaling. Vocabulary boost.
Do these 4 things in the morning, and you'll see your English improve step by step without feeling overwhelmed.
And the best part? It only takes 10 to 15 minutes. That's shorter than scrolling on your phone.
Exactly. So tomorrow morning, instead of checking Instagram first, try giving your English a little workout.
Your future self will thank you for it. Okay, Jessica, I think it's time for us to show our listeners what this looks like in action.
Yes, let's do a little role play. I'll pretend I'm a learner doing my morning English routine. You can guide me and correct me naturally.
Perfect. So imagine it's 7:30 in the morning. You just woke up. What's the first step?
Okay. I'm brushing my teeth and I'm listening to a short English podcast.
Good. You're warming up your ears. Now, step 2, speaking out loud. Try some self-talk.
All right, I am making coffee. I open the fridge. I cut the bread.
Almost perfect. You can say, I'm slicing the bread.
Slicing the bread, got it. I'm slicing the bread.
Excellent. Now, let's do step 3, writing or journaling.
Okay, I write. Today I will study English for 20 minutes. I will call my friend in the evening. I feel happy.
Nice. Short and clear sentences. And finally, step 4, vocabulary boost. Let's say your new word is productive. Can you make a sentence?
Sure, I want to have a productive morning today.
Perfect. That's natural. And now you've practiced listening, speaking, writing, and vocabulary, all before breakfast.
And it only took about 10 minutes.
Exactly. Listeners, this is how you can build a simple but powerful morning routine for your English. All right, Jessica, so we've shared the perfect morning routine. But let's be honest, learners often make some mistakes when trying to practice in the morning.
Oh yes, I've made these mistakes myself. Let's talk about the most common ones so our listeners can avoid them.
Mistake number 1, studying too long in the morning. Some learners try to do an entire 1-hour grammar lesson right after waking up.
Yes, and then they get tired or frustrated. Remember, mornings should be light and energizing, not heavy. 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Save the deep study for later in the day.
Exactly. Mistake number 2, only listening without speaking.
That's a big one. Some people just play English audio while making breakfast, but they never open their mouth. If you don't speak, your brain stays passive.
Right. Even 1 or 2 sentences spoken out loud makes a huge difference.
And mistake number 3, not being consistent.
Yes, learners get excited for 2 days, then stop. But it's like exercise. You don't get results from one workout. You get results from doing a little bit every day.
Exactly. And here's the good news. If you keep your morning practice short and simple, it's much easier to stay consistent.
So, to recap, don't overdo it, don't stay silent, and don't quit after 2 days. Keep it short, active, and regular.
And you'll be amazed at how your English grows day by day.
All right, listeners, it's challenge time. You've heard the ideas, now it's your turn to put them into practice.
Yes, we want you to try a simple morning English routine tomorrow. It doesn't have to be long, just 10 to 15 minutes.
Here's the plan. Step 1. When you wake up, play a short piece of English audio. Maybe this podcast or a short YouTube video in English.
Step 2. Say at least 3 sentences out loud. For example, describe what you're doing. I'm making tea. I'm getting dressed. I'm checking my bag.
Step 3. Write 2 or 3 sentences in English. It could be your plan for the day or how you're feeling.
And finally, step 4. Take one new word or phrase and use it. Say it, write it, and try to remember it during the day.
That's it. Just those 4 steps. Listening, speaking, writing, and vocabulary in only a few minutes.
We challenge you to do this tomorrow morning, and if you can, do it for 3 mornings in a row. Notice how much easier English feels when you start your day with it.
Exactly. Think of it as giving your brain a little English breakfast.
So listeners, are you ready? Tomorrow morning it's you, your coffee, and your English.
And we can't wait to hear how it goes for you.
Mark, we've been talking so much about mornings, but I think some listeners might be wondering, what if I'm not a morning person?
Good question. And the answer is no. Mornings are not the only time to boost your English, but they are one of the best times because of the fresh brain, fewer distractions, and that positive start to the day.
Right. But if someone works night shifts or just feels more focused in the evening, they can still make progress. The key is consistency, not the clock.
Exactly. For some people, their morning might actually be 2 p.m. What matters is choosing a time when your brain feels fresh and your environment is quiet.
So listeners, don't feel guilty if mornings don't work for you. But if you can do it in the morning, it gives you that extra boost to carry English through the day.
Well said. Morning isn't the only option. It's just the golden one. All right, friends, let's quickly recap today's episode. We talked about why mornings are so powerful for learning English. Your brain is fresh, your energy is high, and there are fewer distractions.
Then we shared the 4-step morning routine, a quick listening warm-up, speaking out loud, writing a few sentences, and boosting your vocabulary.
We also showed you a role-play example, pointed out common mistakes to avoid, and gave you a simple challenge to try tomorrow morning.
And remember, it doesn't have to be long or perfect. Just 10 to 15 minutes is enough to make steady progress.
Exactly. The real secret is consistency. A little bit every morning adds up to big results over weeks and months.
So tomorrow when you wake up, choose English first. Give your brain a fresh start with English. You'll thank yourself later.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast.
We believe in you, and we know you can make English part of your daily life.
Until next time.
Keep learning and keep growing.